Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going to start.
Well, we already have started.
You're the round table. Oh, so the recording all that time when Jeff was doing his socks.
Hello.
Hello.
Gentlemen.
Yes.
We have been to Botcon.
We have been to Botcon.
Yes.
And we are sitting here now on Tuesday the 24th of June.
I think it's that.
And it's the day that we go home. But before we go, and while the three of us are together, I thought it would be a good idea to just sort of sit down, talk about what we've done, talk about what we got, what we thought, highlights of the weekend, things like that. So, first off...
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, that's probably going to happen a lot.
Yeah. So first off, Pasadena's a shithole.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. It's just
Pasadena
very empty.
is-
Shitholes usually have stuff floating in them.
Yeah, it's like a diorama.
Well, the hot tub did.
Yeah, yeah, but that's only after we used it. No, it's like a diorama. There's like mountains all around it. It's like something you'd handed at grade school, or in primary school, or whatever. I'm grade school because I'm over here. It's like something you'd handed in primary school. You ran out of town while you were trying to construct a, a model of the town. You threw a load of mountains around the edge of it, and you didn't populate it with wee toy cars.
One street, a couple of trees. There's a shop or two.
Yeah.
But then I feel like whenever we got into a car, we ended up somewhere wonderful.
You need a car to go somewhere here. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah.
We did not have a car.
Yeah.
So our first couple of days were kind of uneventful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We discovered the pool a lot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then we discovered the hot tub.
Malaysian barbecue.
Oh yes.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah,
Mongolian.
Mongolian.
Sorry,
Not Malaysian,
Mongolian.
Mongolian barbecue.
Yeah.
Makes you makes you at the time the most happiest you've ever been.
The next day.
Next morning, it
Not
makes
so
me
much.
really sad because of the biochemical warfare that's taking place. It's the noises coming from the bathroom. You need steel doors like they had in Godzilla to keep the rolling stage back.
Sorry.
Brian Cranston come and lock us in.
Yeah.
Brian, why?
Why, Brian?
We scoped out we scoped out the convention center on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We did.
Met Crazy McCrazy.
Met our first crazy American, who was, like, despite the fact that he was crazy and wouldn't let us leave, very well educated man.
Very well educated.
Nice fellow.
Yeah. Just a little too anxious to talk to us about everything.
And we mean everything.
Everything.
Everything from the geopolitical situation in Ireland to video games.
Yeah.
Hopefully he won't see this.
No.
No.
But even if he does, come and find us.
Yeah, go find us.
I told you what country we lived in.
Well, I think he was more fascinated by the country you guys lived in.
Yeah. Oh, it's a giant battery now.
Yeah.
We've got 2 or 3 air turbines. And now, everything. Yeah. Giant battery. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Thursday we started meeting people.
Thursday's when it all started.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Thursday was lining up, but there wasn't a lot of lighting up.
No.
Next
No.
day.
Oh, I should say
Yes.
actually Wednesday we went out for dinner with Josh Bircham.
We did? Yes,
did.
that's right.
I did a
Splendid.
good colorist.
Yeah.
Colorist. Former colorist on More Than Meets the Eye and colorist on Samurai Jack.
Yes.
24 as well.
And
Yeah.
other things.
Went to Chinese.
Yeah.
Jeff Jangs, on the recommendation of Mr. Andrew Milner.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Well done, Andy. It was very,
good.
very nice.
Yeah.
Even though you had some kind of brown soup.
It was lovely.
It
It was hot and spicy. Hot and spicy, I think it was. It was lovely soup, but then I like it thick. And it was really
That's
tasty.
what she said.
And me and Chris, being the tight folk that we are, we got 4 courses for $20.
Yeah.
And then, so we were just sitting eating while we had Josh and
Everybody else
Dave peering
looking at
over
us.
us like horses over a fence.
Yeah. Set menus, man, have never appealed to me.
No.
No, we like the cheapness.
Well, that's what they say about you lot.
We are Irish. That's about 50 pence pieces are angled so you can get them off us with spanners.
Thursday, it was the queue days and stuff like that. I think we should talk about the queues. The legendary Botcon queues.
Jim Sorensen wants us to talk about the queues.
We can't, yes, NDAs were signed. The queues were basically phantom queues. Queues were happening, but not for us.
No.
We were there, the queues were a thing, but I think now anybody I was speaking to about the queues were saying that the queuing situation has improved.
It's much better.
Yeah,
this year, yes.
It's faster.
Everybody was in agreement.
I'd see, I don't know where previous queue split the alphabet, so it speeded it up. But we were very lucky because we've all got unusually weird end of the alphabet last names. And by the time we came back from food with, who was it we went for food with?
Jim
and Bill.
Jim Sorensen and Bill
Jim and Bill with a meat buffet. All the meats, all the time. There was a wee traffic light symbol at the end of the table. You had to turn over from red to green. Ours was on green the whole time. The poor folk coming with the food on skewers were just.
I never
Brazilian
thought.
barbecue.
Brazilian barbecue.
We went to a lot of barbecues.
I never thought in my entire life if a strange man came up to me and offered me meat, I would decline it.
I know, right?
But Jesus Christ.
So I know, good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot
but
of
I feel like
digestion.
Jim could have just kept going.
Jim really could.
Yeah.
Jim's American, wearing a Stetson. He can eat meats, whereas I'm not a meat lover. And I don't like chicken on the bone, so I had slim pickings. I basically gave up fairly early on, but I loaded up with some sort of, I want to say salad, but it's not it's not lettuce, it was weird.
So what I would suggest to anybody coming to Botcon from a humble, inexperienced position, I would say that find out what time you're supposed to join the line, and at the appointed hour, go get dinner.
Yeah, then come back about an hour later or so, and your line will just be coming to its end, and you can join on to it. Unless that's a new thing, unless they've never broken the lines up by like hour like that before. Like maybe normally if you were supposed to be there at 8 and you arrived late, you'd have to join the back of the 9 o'clock queue or something. Maybe it used to work that way. But
But it was whatever they'd done, we had no problems with the line. Even the line going in to buy our
but there's
figures.
a reason for that.
Which was, but we timed it very well because you weren't able to get a rampage. They just sold out.
No, I missed out on the rampage. I didn't see any at the show either, which I was very surprised at. But
well, it's only just got out there. There aren't a lot of.
Mine's just arrived a couple of days before.
I haven't got mine yet.
So probably waiting for you.
Waiting for me at home.
So that was all good.
Yeah.
Met up with the internet's own Mr. Chris Vangelis.
Chris Vangelis Ho.
Chris Vangelis Ho.
Vangelis isn't his surname.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
That's all I called him all the way through.
Gentlemen, there's too many Chris's.
Too many Chris's. We cannot exist in a vacuum. If any one of us is found alone, another one just comes floating in from the side.
In order to offer assistance.
Yeah. Gentlemen, constantly podcast.
Constantly.
Podcast
machine.
It'll have fun trying to edit me out of everything. For I was just sort of floating about in the background like some sort of Tourette's, just shouting random words inappropriately most of the time.
I've never recorded a podcast while crossing a road before.
That was podcasting on the go. All through the streets of Pasadena.
Charles was there as well for that podcast.
Yes.
We met Charles on Thursday as well, didn't we?
Yes, from the Transmissions podcast.
Yes.
He filled us all with great confidence and ego when he came up and said, "Are you the guys from the Underbase?" And we were sitting down, and Dave and I just both up in unison, and we're like, "Well, yes, we are."
And he knew me by sight as well, so hurrah!
Actually, it was quite humbling to see the amount of people who knew of the work that we had done, whether it be through videos or whether it be through podcasting, or Chris, from your extensive time on the interwebs.
Just generally floating through existence.
But I think I probably was more successful because I don't do anything in the people did know me, so I'm just one of those sort of sleeper celebrities. I just appear.
You just exist.
So we got all the cues. I think we all got everything, didn't we?
We did, yeah. We bought the entire run of exclusives each. Go big or go home.
Yeah.
Transmute as well. And
I really like the look of that figure as well.
Lovely. I love the way the box has the hole to put on your page.
So. You can probably tell though that none of us have really played with anything.
No time for any of that.
It's like one of the terrible things that one always has to go through at the end of every auto assembly is the horrible trudge back up to the room on Sunday night to complete the joyless task of mechanically shelling everything, transforming it into its most compact form so it can be packed away and deriving no entertainment from the entire proceeding. And I was all like, oh, I won't worry about that this year, we can avoid that, we'll be going, we've an whole extra day, we'll be laughing, that'll all be done, we'll get to enjoy it. No.
And it's even more mechanically horrible when, especially with your box sets, you have to go through to make sure that they're all perfect.
And you basically
ours were.
Oh yes, no problem.
But yeah.
Yeah, but you just come back and you open them up, and all the baggage sets as well. It's just like you have to open the baggies and take everything out.
You have to do that with everything, but in this case we had to do it before Sunday.
Yeah.
So that meant we had to take some night at the convention.
So it's sort of split up. It's split up. Checking and packing, but at the same time, it had to be done. Could you imagine the Valley of Tears if we didn't actually do that?
And got back and found out Scorpion was missing his head or something.
Yeah, or we had two of the same thing.
Dave.
That wasn't the convention's fault.
No, it wasn't. There was nothing to do with the show. That was all you.
That was all my stupid fault. I ended up. I thought I bought a shrapnel and a tailgate, and I bought two shrapnels. Fuck! Yeah. I've obviously gone ahead and forgot the one that's going to be the hardest one and most expensive one to track down as well.
I don't know. I've got one coming from Kapow. So.
Yeah, well, that'll be the first thing I'll be doing when I get back is ordering one of those tailgates. Standout figure of the sets for you guys? Scorponok's obviously kind of a given.
It's kind of a given, yeah, if you take him out of the equation. Out of the box set, but it didn't play the film.
I'm not thinking the box set, I'm just thinking the entire line.
Oh, well, I would say Jinri. I really like that mold. I like the colours, the Godfire guts. I like orange.
Yeah,
I'm easy.
Probably lean towards the clones.
The clones are a really nice idea. It was Cheats designed those.
It was Cheats designed them. Mr. Roberts, Mr. Primal, who was at the show as well.
He was at the show, Yep.
I've got to admit though, the Shockerack paint scheme.
That is
or
nice.
Hunter as he's called.
Hunter, yes, it is pre-Shockerack.
Yeah. Which mold's that? That's
the first edition Prime Megatron.
Oh, yes.
Which I don't have, it's the same mold as Rampage. That's why everybody kind of thought he would maybe be the freebie figure since we'd just got Rampage like 3 days before the convention.
That's really nice. It's strange how one's sort of brownish and look, even though they're identical mold-wise, Rampage is orange and his head looks smaller, but in Shockerack it's brown and the head looks normal.
I think you would stand them next to one another.
Yeah. No, but just, perception.
Yeah, I didn't have, I know you'd been on Twitter and things like that, Chris, just as Rampage was coming out in regards to the size of the head.
I don't.
Yeah.
But when I was looking at the Shockerack, or the Hunter, I didn't see any.
Just call him Shockerack. It's all anybody's ever actually going to call him. I think he is officially Hunter, but...
Yeah. Like Alpha Trizer.
Yeah, nobody's going to call him that, but he isn't Alpha Trion. Read your Botcon comics.
Yeah,
I will.
You guys haven't. I haven't actually read it either, but I did flip through it enough to
spoilers.
Crazy, actually. There's going to be some serious wiki consolidation required after that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So that was the.
So that was the Thursday. The Friday we went to Universal Studios.
We did go to Universal Studios.
We
met Jeff, not this Jeff.
Yes,
Jeff.
No, Jeff. There's more than one Jeff.
I know.
Like Chris,
no,
where there's many Chris.
There's just one other Jeff, and we met him.
Seems like David's are in short supply.
Yeah,
David's are. Yeah, they get around.
Oh, David Willis.
David Willis and David Wallace. Yes, I made sure that happened. There's a picture of that on my Twitter.
Yeah.
UK and US collide.
It was
for my amusement.
It was entirely for Chris. Yeah, both me and him have met each other and like, hi.
Moving on.
And that was it. But Chris was like, yes!
Made it happen. That's right. It means nothing to nobody but me.
Yeah,
I'm amused.
wasn't like a crossing the streams event with
No.
the, you know, the
It was
universe
quite alright.
didn't implode in the Doc Brown sort of style.
So it was your guys' first go on the Transformers ride?
It was awesome.
It was
It was
awesome.
the best ride we went on. I think clearly the most popular ride at the park.
Oh, well,
too,
it
with,
was,
the,
yeah.
with the wait times.
I-
Really well put together ride, you know. You can't see it's just when you compare it to something like what else were we on? It's even something
The
like
Simpsons?
not the Simpsons. No, there was something else we were on with a track on it. Was it
The
Muppets?
Simpsons ride was that?
No, the Simpsons ride was
It was
static.
more 3D. Oh, the Minions.
The Minions.
No,
Oh no, it was
Yeah. No,
Oh, Shrek was just watching the 3D film.
The Mummy?
Sprayed in your face.
I think
the
the
was
Mummy is great,
awesome.
but I think the thing about the Mummy was you could distinguish it from the Transformers. They were similar in the sense that
Well, the Mummy
they
was
were a
basically
car moving around. And you
yeah,
just
the
up to
Mummy
look at
was a
screens
roller
and
coaster
things, yeah.
where the Transformers ride was basically like a dervisher.
Yeah,
It sort of spun you around.
It was an
and thing.
interactive.
Yeah.
But the 3D was
you couldn't
seamless.
See you couldn't
You
see
couldn't
the tracks.
see, yeah.
The screens were so big that you never were like, oh, I'm watching a screen. You know, it was like, and it's
Yeah.
integrated with all the rubble
Yeah,
and everything around you. It's for nerds, quite
yeah,
exciting.
really.
Quite giddy making whenever Blackout is reaching through a wall for you and grabbing onto the front of your car or whatever.
Yeah.
My-
I'm
my-
sorry, Grindor.
Yeah, again, with the
Derp.
consolidation.
No, just a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the Mummy ride for me was the best one for the thrill value. Me and Dave went on it 3 times
Yeah.
in total.
Yeah, because we went on it the first time and then there was nobody waiting to get on it again, so we
So
were
we
just
we're
like,
we're just sitting here, we've locked ourselves in, deal with it.
Go again.
And we went again, and
Yeah.
then
That was
then,
at the end of the night. I couldn't have handled another. I did
Yeah.
too much jigging and bouncing around. My stomach was done for the day. I couldn't have handled it.
Yeah.
The thing about the Mummy was it tricked you into thinking it was the crappiest of little crappy haunted houses
Yeah.
until boom, whoosh,
Yeah, yeah.
completely unexpected.
I still think on the Transformers ride, my favourite bit is, I think it's Megatron, when he fires
Fires
the
the
missile.
missile and you can feel the heat of the blast flying over you.
Yeah, and
that's great.
that was-
Yeah,
Yeah,
a really immersive experience.
and it's amazing, isn't it? Like I don't know if you guys felt this, but I felt it like when I went earlier on in the year onto the ride and stuff like that. Just how much they and I don't know whether it's not because you're supposed to be in evac, but just how much they like. You don't really know much about evac, but I think just the voice work and things
He's
like
well
that.
served.
Just
yeah.
like
But did you notice as well, I noticed this the second time, you know, where the way you queue through everything and you go around the Allspark and everything, and whenever they're actually doing the bit where they're grabbing the Allspark and running off of it,
Yeah.
it's the same piece of set.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I didn't notice it the first time because explosions and shaking it,
shapes.
but the second time it was just like, oh, that's actually
where I
the bit of
just
set
was,
where I
yes.
walked through.
Yeah.
So it was so well integrated into.
And if you're a massive fan of, say, Transformers the movie Ratchet, then go on the ride because he gets more
Pretty
service.
sure he gets more dialogue in that than in the pre-ride video than he did in any of all 3 movies put together.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe Ironhide too, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite possibly.
Primer Megatron come off okay, but Ratchet and Ironhide get a lot to do and say.
Now there was a couple of events that Hasbro and Botcon in conjunction with Universal Studios put on that night. I feel like our disappointment in that stemmed from our own.
To an extent.
Yeah,
Basically,
so
a failed Sherlock Holmes.
there had been a rumour knocking around the convention beforehand that we were going to get to see the movie.
That was unlikely, but it had been going around. I think a lot of people have been hoping for it.
Well, we certainly had.
No, but even like beforehand, had been hoping that it was possible. I think right up until it was announced that the tickets to the fan experience were available to the public.
Yeah.
And then after it was just like, yeah. I mean, I hope maybe with the like Dark of the Moon we can get a clip at least. Didn't even get a clip, just got a presentation about the Dinobots, and it was like, well, I know all this.
And what I thought was a bit disappointing with the presentation was the fact that it was entirely based on Hasbro controlled, Hasbro marketed, like cartoon. You know, it was like it didn't really.
It was a Hasbro
I mean,
presentation.
granted, you could have spent several hours talking about the Dinobots.
But it was the fact that people were getting up en masse and just walking
all the way through.
the whole way through, because whenever they realised that there was no new information, it was just like we were sitting
Clung
up
to the
back.
end in the hopes there might be a kid in
Well,
the movie.
that was it. I thought like, oh well, if they're going to show anything, they'll show something at the end. But it was just kind of interesting that people were like, even if they had the same mindset as us, as they're going to end it strong, which is generally what you always assume. They were just like, no, I'd much rather go on rides and stuff like that.
Well, I don't blame them.
No.
You know, or maybe they wanted to get in the front of the queue at Stanbush so they could have their knickers ready to throw.
So we also had the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Again, we set ourselves up for a massive disappointment.
Well, I mean, RC and Rodimus got in, and that was those were my picks for the characters. I figured they were the ones who were going to take it this year. So
I was sitting between these two gentlemen, and as they were announcing the human and
backstory important here.
All right, backstory important. So Thursday night
in the queue,
we are picking up our club store stuff, and as you're going through, there are tables set up, and it has all of the different things that you can buy. Yeah. And one of the things that it has on display is baseball cards with all of the characters, all famous characters, all famous guests, done in a drawn style.
Just like something for every guest.
Yeah, that you
like an illustration of their character or whatever.
And it's broken up. It's broken up into two different sheets. There's a character sheet and there is a person sheet. So the person sheet will have like a cartoon picture of Derek J. Wyatt with a character or something like that. Whereas the other one would be Ultra Magnus for Jack Angel.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah. And at the bottom there is a card. And it's just full of characters, and it's an amazing card, art by Robbie Musso.
Lovely card, gorgeous print.
Really nice,
really, I had to look at it twice to make sure it wasn't just composited cells from the cartoon. It's a really great print.
Yeah, and lo and behold, it's Corey Burton.
Not just Corey Burton. Like everyone else's card has just their name written on it, but then on this one it's the legendary Corey Burton.
Yeah,
it says on the bottom.
And so
Dave calls me over, and he's like, Chris, come here, look at this. It's Corey Burton. I was like, what? I was like,
yeah.
But he doesn't do public appearances.
There was a rumour going about that there was going to be a special guest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, with all that in mind on these two chaps...
I mean, we asked Robbie Musso about it on the Friday afternoon, or the Friday morning, whenever the dealer room was open to pre-registrants.
Yeah.
And he was like, he heard maybe he was going to be a bonus guest or something, a secret.
Yeah.
So we get to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And they say they're going to induct. Well, they didn't induct a human last year, so that people thought maybe that part of the proceedings was over.
Yeah.
But no, they announced they're going to induct one, and they say the designs and the visuals of Transformers are really important to us. What's really important is the audio. And Dave and I look over and go,
and I was sat in the middle, and they were just sort of having just getting really, really excited, and getting really, really bulked up, and
then the guy goes, the voices and the music.
And they just deflated. It was like somebody came along and just popped them with a pin. They went there, and then who won?
Stan
Bush won, and they just basically.
You know what? I would say
we did it to ourselves.
Like Stan Bush deserves to be in the Transformers Hall of Fame.
Yes, indeed. He just announced it without us trying to be Sherlock bloody Cumberbatch.
Yeah, yeah, you were successful as
But yeah, it was ultimately he didn't show up.
Like, no, there was no sign of him. No card was in the street. But Corey Burton doesn't do conventions, so
and that's.
But speaking to Robbie Musso in the bar. It definitely sounded like they were close.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know.
Just couldn't get him to kidnap him and bring him along.
Yeah. So ultimately, the Friday ended with Stan Bush doing a concert, which we
sort of missed. Well, we went back there and done some more rides.
We went back and met Optimus Prime and Bumblebee.
Bumblebee and Optimus Prime.
You can't tell them though. You have to wait for Dave to put the clip.
You're gonna have to wait.
You'll have to see. Yes, but the most hilarious
very
thing.
mixed emotions following my meeting with Optimus
He
Prime.
was bent double.
And you'll see why.
Whoever that Optimus Prime was, that dude deserves a raise.
Clearly, well into
Spot
it. He is
on.
loving his work.
Spot on.
We didn't see the Megatron properly, but I've seen videos of the Megatron and everything. He was up in the main plaza.
Evangelist.
Evangelist saw him. I mean, he's a real trash talker. Seems to have a lot of fun in it as well.
Yeah. So that was cool. Saturday the convention started in earnest. The dealer rooms opened. The guests were there and things like that. Very different to auto assembly. There is no kind of opening or anything like that. It is entirely a case of the doors are open. You are free to do what you want. You go for it.
Yeah, it's not set.
The introduction to Botcon was a tannoy announcement, basically saying welcome. But by that point, people were knee deep in toys. The scale of it is like
so big.
Yeah,
much more.
Like so big to the fact that like on the Sunday. I realised that there had been an entire section of the hall that I hadn't been down.
I completely, I didn't realise there was a lot of stalls at it, and I didn't realise that you could actually go in behind, and there was bits sort of sectioned off where you can get our stuff. You know.
But one thing that I will say as well, like, and can as be attested by this mound of plastic and cardboard that we have to our
fur cleaners,
like
fur cleaners.
It was really cheap.
America.
So cheap. So cheap.
I mean, you got, and I think this was perhaps one of the deals of the show, you got a Cybertron Metroplex complete in its box, not including like it's the cardboard inserts or inserts, and $40.
$40. I've been looking for that for years.
It's about 25.
It goes on the internet. I've been keeping an eye on it on eBay. It's sitting around 120, 130 pounds. $40.
Yeah.
And there was no way I wasn't going to bring that back.
No.
If I had to just leave Chris at the hotel and put it in the trench coat and set it in the seat, it would have been coming. But it was wee things like that. It just sort of.
I was that close to buying it myself. If you hadn't have said at the start of this holiday that that's what you were looking for, I would have.
Yeah, it was the one thing that came and I really wanted to get. I didn't see it at all. Dave, the gentleman that he is with his elf eyes, spotted it and just came over and pointed me in the correct direction.
Yeah. Anything from the show floor itself that you bought that you were particularly happy with?
I didn't buy an awful lot after the souvenirs were taken care of. There was just a few. I just picked up Tank Horror, Rat Trap, Fall of Cybertron Blaster, and his data discs.
That's the Takara data discs.
Takara data discs in a pack. Got evac from the ride itself, thanks to Dawn, Headmaster Dawn, for sorting that one out for me because there didn't seem to be a lot of them there.
Yeah, apparently somebody just scalped
supposedly, but I didn't really see many on Sunday either. So who knows, you know.
But apparently that had gotten out, so I wouldn't be in the least bit surprised if anybody did scalp them, realised that it would be in bad form.
And there was very, very little in the way of Age of Extinction Wave 2 stuff there as well, but I did manage to stumble over a drift on the last day as well, so I grabbed that.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much everything that I picked up. There's only like one or two. There was only one. I didn't have a real list anyway, but I didn't get a Waspinator. That's my own fault. There was a few floating around at the start of the weekend. They were a bit on the dear side. I thought at $35 thereabouts, and I was like, and even as I put them down, I said, I'm not going to buy this, and there's not going to be any at the end of the day, and it's my own fault. And I also hemmed and hawed over getting a set of the three. I forget which ones they are. I think they're the Shinobi team from Transformers Go, the one that turn into animals.
Yeah.
There was just a set of three of them for $120 from a stand, and I should have got those, but I didn't. So I'm sad I missed out on those, but no.
Yeah. Well, I got the hour set.
Yes, the sword bots.
Yeah, the sword bots.
No, the samurai.
So I got that. And I got the Prime train thingamay, the X Prime.
I could have got an X Prime, but I figured it's a crap toy, and there's no point in getting it if I don't have Gex tomorrow with Kenzan to.
Yeah, there were an awful lot of people buying Transformers Go toys.
Well, they're nice. They're nice. I think I got the last Waspinator in the convention. I was wandering about, and I got Tanker and Hoist and. There's just quite a few bits and pieces, just recent deluxes at.
I also picked up Sandstorm and the Legends, Starscream and Megatron from Target as well.
And I went big and went home.
You did go big or go home, yes.
Well, no, I did both.
One of the two. You're not home yet. We'll see.
No. You're the Dragon, Omega Supreme. I got Warden. Which was like cool, and
the animated Stunticons box set.
I mean that was the thing. Yeah, I managed to get in the box, the Botcon 2011 Stunticon job set,
nice.
plus Physitron for $350.
Yeah,
like
bargain.
It's like
that's cheaper than what you would have paid if you had went to the convention.
I was having a look around the convention. I didn't see any of the Stunticons.
Yeah, I did.
But I saw Physitron for $90.
Yeah.
So the way I was looking at it was, I've paid like about £175 for that box set, which would be cheaper than actually going to Botcon. Even if I lived right next door to it, it would have been cheaper. You know what I mean? So like I couldn't complain. And like literally I found that it looked like some dude had just like walked down to the bottom of the convention, opened up a table and just started selling his wares, you know what I mean? But,
I saw that seller come up with his wee like trolley with a handle on it, and he was wheeling it up, and I just thought he was restocking somebody, but I think it must have just been a guest and set it up in front of an hour table, and that's where Dave got it. But I just assumed it was somebody who bought a load of stuff and he was wheeling it about. I didn't think he was selling it himself, or otherwise I would have pounced on him.
And then on the Saturday there was an awful lot of panels. We got to go to the Hasbro panel.
Yep.
And we got to see the new reveals. All of the pictures are online.
The pictures are online. There was no great debate.
I'm excited about Chromia.
I'm excited for RC.
Yeah, Chromia's a remold.
I'm excited for
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm's
great,
awesome.
Great,
The pictures don't really do him justice.
No, he
whenever you
looks
see him in the
amazing.
flesh.
Oh yeah, because we got to see him in person.
Yeah, they were in a wee cabin of the
I still don't know exactly what they said about his headmaster gimmick. They mentioned something
he's got his chest pops down, he's got numbers.
Yeah, like the old headmaster readout, but when you put the head in, it pops open and you don't have to flip it down yourself.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
right, okay. Yeah, I remember them saying something, but...
if I understood it correctly.
Yeah, so that all looks cool. I'm not a fan of the... and we didn't see these at the show, and that's why I don't think I'm necessarily too worried at the moment, because I don't think what we saw was necessarily... like final versions of the toys. We didn't see we saw pictures of the Voyager Optimus Prime and the leader class. Sorry?
Which Optimus Prime?
The G1 Voyager.
Which one?
They showed it just before the leader Megatron.
What Optimus?
The Generation 1 Optimus Prime. The Generations line one.
God, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, the one that literally looks like a rescue bot toy. Upscaled.
I need to get a look at that. I remember it existed.
Oh, is that the one that sort of kind of looks like Cybertronian Prime?
No,
or
it just looks like a picture we saw.
Yeah, I know. I remember the one.
I'd completely forgotten about that one. Because
that.
Another Optimus Prime.
And then another Megatron.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Megatrons are a little rarer.
Yeah,
and this, certainly
G2
Megatrons
colours.
That look like this one. They're G2 colours.
Armada colours.
Yeah, Armada colours. That makes me excited.
Yeah. Looks
a little gangly looking.
And what else was there? Well, that was the...
well, we found out that obviously the G1 Megatron comes with both on-bot
symbols. Yeah.
Now, I didn't know whether or not did they say flippy symbols, or is it literally the case that you're going to be able to get a sticker or something?
Sticker's got to be flippy symbol, surely.
Well, I would hope so, yeah. But we got that, and we also got the repaint of him as Armada Megatron, which is a really cool thing for them to do.
Really nice.
And I would probably say that would be of the two the one that I would go for the most.
I think so.
I'm a little more leaning towards that one.
Yeah.
Like seeing
I think it's slightly remolded as well.
Definitely is. You can see the torso and stuff like that. It's been slightly remolded.
It just looks nicer. It looks more interesting.
And I think in tank mode, I guess maybe just because the Armada Megatron is a tank, it just seems serviced better as that toy. Though he doesn't carry with him a lot of the traditional aspects that would make Armada Megatron, like the long shoulders.
I'd like to believe they're going to whack some Minicon ports on there before that comes out.
That would be nice. Yeah, that would be very, very nice.
They put some on Starscream after all.
Is there any other toys that you can think of that we saw at the show, like new reveals that you got particularly excited by? I know you guys like your rescue bots and things like that.
Yeah, well, they're fun.
We didn't see anything that we haven't seen before.
Oh, right.
Well, the dinosaur prime one looked really fun.
Yeah, I'd say.
That would, yeah.
No.
We also got to see at the Rescue Bots panel a sneak peek of season 3.
Yeah, the animatic of the first episode of season 3 makes it pretty clear dinos are coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the toys.
Yes, that too.
But I would just like to say as well, I completely forget his name. I haven't kept up with Rescue Bots, but after this weekend, that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to do when I get back.
Yeah.
The gentleman who plays Blades
Parvesh China
was on.
He was great.
He was brilliant at the script reading.
Yeah,
just totally ran away with it.
Stole the whole entire show. If it had just been him sitting up there for 40 minutes chatting, it would have been as entertaining.
The probably one of the worst questions that was ever asked at the convention, and you always hear the things about convention questions and things like that. Somebody was asking a very serious question, but within the realms of what was going on. It was, the question was, as the voice actor for Cody was on stage, if his voice breaks, are you going to replace him? And I was just like, geez, man. Because you mentioned, didn't you? Yeah, that the actor who's playing Cody. But no, they said they're going to stick with him and stuff like that, and that's cool.
Yeah. To be honest, though, there was a little clip of Cody in that animatic, and I think it sounded like maybe they electronically tweaked him. Because it didn't sound too natural.
Because I don't know. I think Rescue Bots has got a real future.
Oh, I think so, definitely.
Like
it's
obviously doing really well for.
I mean, I would never want it to be the only Transformers series. It is by its very nature a great supplement, but it could never be the only part of the franchise.
No,
it is,
no Decepticons.
There's no,
but they're sticking hard and fast to that.
Which is good too. Yes, I'm pleased about that because catch yourself on.
Yeah, it was interesting. Somebody asked that question, and I think it was nice to see the amount of people when they said no Decepticons. The amount of people who actually cheered for that and stuff. Really getting the idea.
Yeah, well,
of
they
what
just
that
get
show
what the
should
show is.
Yeah. God, it feels Saturday was such a blur now. So we had the Hasbro panel. We also had the collectors. Did we have the collectors?
Round Table was there. Saw the new subscription service figures.
Yeah. Now this is my first year as a collectors club member. We didn't find out what the free toy is going to be
for next year.
They were supposed to announce it later on, but
they said they might maybe, but if I remember right, I think they said they might, but they didn't because it had literally only just been confirmed. So I don't think they had any proper mock-up slides to show.
But I got to admit, that Croc looks nice.
Croc from IDW Megatron is nice. What else was in there? And OR from the Scourge, the Rat Battle.
Well, hopefully they can use that name.
Hopefully, but if they don't, we all know who it is.
One of the, I mean, that's a G.I. Joe reference, and it doesn't necessarily do much for me, but it's a beautiful looking toy. Yes. One of the things that I really liked about Croc was the fact that they're going to be packaging him with
an arms micron.
An arms micron that is effectively.
A lot of things are coming.
They do not in that series, but in series 2. Chrome Dome and Dreadshot and Arcade.
It's nice to see the arms microns getting a wee bit more exposure outside of just being.
It's just great that they can use them.
They're really. I mean, they really work much better as Action Master partners, definitely than like a Target Master or something like that.
Nostalgia, but those are the two. What else was there? There was. Slightly less exciting G2 Starscream,
which I still don't know if that's going to come with a sticker sheet because that toy had stickers on it.
It might do.
On the feet and things like that.
I would like
exactly
to think it would be tampoed. I don't like stickers.
I don't know.
Stickers.
I mean, you could definitely tell just from the photograph that there were stickers involved.
Anyway, as you remember, he said.
Well, that's true.
There was a Nacelle as well, which is another Seeker, slightly.
The 31st Seeker?
That was the 30th, and then G2 Starscream's the 31st,
Yeah. Now, what was Nacelle's deal again?
Nacelle's based on a Seeker design or colour scheme that was in an old toy catalogue.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
The name comes from the Align continuity.
Certainly not one that I would be interested in the slightest, to be honest. But then
Zap.
Yeah.
Zap,
now,
awesome.
Now I'm not going to pretend I even have any idea what this is, but
it's the accessories.
Yeah, Zap was Zap was one of the accelerators, I think, wasn't he? That was that's one of those. But Takara were going to do a series of things called Botcon, which were going to be repaints of the accelerators, with little brick-built Lego style. Like accessories, like a garage or a gas station or a firehouse or something like that to go with them. And so they're doing Zap in the colour scheme from that he would have had then that never got released, with a little Creo brick-built gas pump and a Creon GB Blackrock, and that's just
yes.
So
everybody seems to like that.
There was another one, wasn't there?
Croc.
Yes, Dawn, the Future's Past, Tarantulas, Cybertronian Tarantulas.
That got a massive.
It did, because he's coming with arms microns as his little spiderlings as well. Yeah.
But no new head.
No new head was a little disappointing, but it might work.
Well, they said it really works, but I was like, I don't know. But I mean, that's cool, and if you've got that box set, then
I don't have it.
I have it, but I just have the box set. I don't really need the Tarantulas because I don't have the Megatron or the Waspinator that were actual exclusives to build up my pre-Predacon ranks.
Saturday night, we kind of bailed Jeff. And we left Chris to his devices.
Saturday.
When you.
Well, we
stayed for the 30th anniversary.
30th anniversary.
20th anniversary.
The Botcon retrospective where we saw all the unreleased.
All the unreleased toys, and we were all sort of glad that they were unreleased because
my little pony Transformers.
Terrible stuff.
But then I decided to stay and watch the MSTF panel. That's a real staple of Botcon.
Me and Dave decided to go and have drinks with
pretty much
Derek. Well, Derek, or not Derek.
Bill,
Bill and Jim. But Derek was there.
Derek was there.
And so we had, I would assume, 820% more fun than Chris did watching us.
I mean, James Roberts was there, John Barder was there, Brendan Hill, Robbie Musso,
meeting all the
Josh
artists.
Perez, the living firecracker that is Josh Perez. Always on, and does the best Alex Milne impression.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. Just close your eyes and imagine the Alex Milne.
Forgot about that.
So that was all great fun on that's Saturday.
That was Saturday.
It seems a lifetime ago.
Yeah, I know. I had a great chance to sit down for quite a long time and speak with Margaret Scott.
I did not.
In relation to it. Ironically, it was on the Friday pre-shopping. She sort of. We got talking and stuff, and she said, like, have you read the review copy for Windblade 3? And I was like, no. So I specifically went out of my way on the Friday night, read that, and then like we had a very nice conversation about it with Margaret and her husband. A very, very nice people. And I like really insightful and things like that. My only regret is I didn't probe her much in regards to Transformers Prime and things like that, and whether or not she's perhaps got any involvement in Transformers Robots in Disguise, but I'm sure that'll all come out in time. But then on the Sunday we had the IDW panel, where we found out that Margaret and Sarah are going to be coming back for Windblade.
A new Windblade
Returns.
Windblade Returns, whatever it is. We don't know. It was literally just confirmed.
It was just a picture of Windblade with the words "Returns" on over the top of it,
which made a lot of people very happy. And we found out that between that there's going to be the Flint Dilly and what's it called?
Primacy.
Primacy is going to be physically done. And then after that, we're getting Shane McCarthy and Guido Guidi on a new Drift series.
What's it called again? Drift.
Heart of Stone.
Well,
something Stone. Yeah.
And then there's that motion comic thing.
Yes, which was just out of nowhere. Punishment.
Yeah.
And if
which
you
has
have,
apparently been released already.
if you have Windows 8, you can get the.
You can get it on the Made Fire app. All 5 issues are out there now for free, apparently.
And then it's coming out in physical.
The end of the year, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it's a story set. What it's like
current day,
6 months in advance.
So somewhere in the future, it's a present day. So somewhere in the slight future, after Windblade shakes out and the current Robots in Disguise story is done.
Could be spoilers in it. Just
but Optimus Prime murder mystery on Cybertron sounds like something
I really does sound
really
fun.
Yes.
And we, as a slight diversion, got to see the first issue on yesterday when Amy was very kindly, Lady Rec very kindly drove us to the IDW offices. We got to spend a couple hours with John Barber and the crew down there.
John Barber, true gentleman.
Yeah.
Really nice.
IDW offices, like any time that you work at anywhere that has Superman and Doomsday fighting in action figure form right next to Primus, that's the kind of building. Chris Mowry and his entire Godzilla collection just sitting in a corner.
Of the office,
but we got to see basically the first issue of it, and it looks really good. Like as a motion comic. I know Chris will probably never drag you away from your floppies.
No,
but
that's good. I'm still gonna.
Yeah, and really good music as well.
Really in motion form.
Music and sound effects, and it seems to have been created from the ground up with the basic motion in mind, so that it doesn't look like a 1960s Marvel
superheroes cartoon. Someone's knocking on the door.
Somebody is knocking on the door.
Not this door.
We'll be checking out in about half an hour. I don't actually know what time checkout is actually, so we should probably wrap this up. Sunday we had the IDW panel. We got all of that stuff. We got to see a few sneak images of what's coming up and things like that. I wouldn't be surprised if all that stuff's floating around on the internet.
Don't say nothing.
We saw a lot more at the IDW offices, but we literally can't say anything because we would be murdered in our sleep.
What I would say, however, is things are looking very, very nice.
Even some of the covers that we spotted. Future, but that's all we can say.
That's it.
No more.
No. But John, absolute gentleman and things like that. Like really great for those years.
I'd like to thank the splendid chap who took the photograph as we were all in John's office and tweeted it.
Doing the rounds on Twitter.
Which was very nice, very thoughtful. Thank you.
Sunday we had the script reading.
No, that was Saturday.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh well, the script reading was great. We had the G1 panel, which I missed.
You missed it, you left. You thought you were being a big man.
Yeah, I missed that as well because G1.
We had the animated panel.
That was first thing.
That was brilliant, but I think I snoozed maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
Again, just
wait for the video.
And it was really cool, and like one of my highlights of the actual convention was at the end of it I was desperate to get my animated box set signed by Derek, Marty, David and Sue, and spoke with
Jim?
No, I've just
Marty.
Marty. I just spoke with Marty Eisenberg, who was the showrunner and producer. And it turned out that he used to watch my Transformers animated reviews. Which really made my day, to be honest. Because that was like kind of like the thing that I'm most happy about, like on YouTube, because it was the one thing that I actually kept up with, like on a week-to-week basis. So that was like really cool. What else?
Well, you missed the G1 panel, which meant you missed Jack Angel calling us out.
Yeah, not in a fighting way.
No, but
just
I
off your outside.
I could take Jack Angel.
I think,
But I think apparently like Hal Ryle was on form as was.
Well, that's what we thought. You know, we thought I was thinking about passing it up as well, but basically after McConaughey and Ryle proved to be just quite so on during the script reading, I was like, oh, there would be something to this actually after all.
Yeah, I must add, I bought more toys.
No shock there.
And then the Sunday it just kind of ended.
Yeah, it ends quite early on the Sunday.
Yeah,
it's like everybody is kind of done by that stage anyway.
But I imagine the packing.
Can't imagine the
breakdown.
But it's sort of come 3:30, everybody's out, and then you're sort of mowing about waiting to see some people so you can say your goodbyes, and the staff come along and basically say, get out, or we're locking the doors. But so there's no sort of AA sort of goodbye session or anything, which is probably for the best because it just would have been.
I managed one anyway.
Yes.
And a lot of people like were leaving on the Sunday anyway.
Yes. A lot
it's
of
just
like
unusual for
doors closing off. They were, that was that they were away. Anybody driving.
There's a lot of people that actually went a bit earlier just to check out.
Yeah. So gentlemen, within the next sort of 20 minutes, we have to really be downstairs. Last few things. Any particular people like you guys want to like mention like by name? I mean, I know we're probably going to miss people, and it's always a bad thing. But like for me, I mean, Evangelist, it was great to meet him. Sean Long, Jazz Sandy. Jazz Sandy is an awesome drunk. Just like
awesome drunk.
And then like all of the artists that we spent time with, who were just super supportive of what we do.
There was a massive big photograph of all the artists together, and I somehow managed to just appear in the photobomb. I was in the background of a lot of them. Me and Lady Rex, so I'm not entirely.
You just this weird.
So I'm just there.
Figure
in the
background.
So I mean, like Brendan Cahill, Robbie Musso, Jim and Bill.
Well, Brendan Cahill.
The two Joshes. James was obviously great again. John, like all of those guys, like they.
Derek as well.
Derek
and
there's just too many, and we've probably forgot at least another 20 people who were there who were awesome.
I went around talking to all the PV's people that I've known for 10 years that I've never met before, guys like Jackpot, Walkie, and Hydra, and Cypher, and Trent, and able to say sentences that like, I'll be over here with Walkie and Jackpot if you need me, which is not a sentence that has ever been able to say before, and it makes me quite excited about the fact that I was able to say it at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
More people that I know need to come next time that I'm here, whenever that is.
Yeah.
I expect you all to work your schedules around it to accommodate me.
Yes. Right, chaps. Well, that pretty much concludes Botcon 2014, and we have to go catch a plane back to the land. Well, the land that we call home.
A little bit.
Yeah, and I suppose the only other person that I guess I kind of have to thank is Grace for letting me play out.
And us too, because she let us come as
Grace, thank you for letting Dave play with us.
And it's great, and so cool. Right, chaps, let us go get our shoes on, get our bags, get downstairs.
Tiny socks.
And we shall bid Pasadena a farewell.
Pasadena. You weren't exciting, but everything
you had a good thing in you.
Just like anything.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye.